Hey guys, it's your brother in Christ, Weston. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be reviewing an article from End Times Headlines. Let's get into it. Okay, in all things Matrix, it says here, ninth patient receives Neuralink brain implant. Musk wants the Matrix to become a reality. Now, I'm not sure about the last part, but we've talked about Neuralink and the great upsides and the potential, what is it? The potential downsides if it falls into the wrong hands, technology becomes a commodity to use in some kind of unethical way. So it says here, um, Elon Musk, neurotechnology company, Neuralink has reached a significant milestone by successfully implanting its brain-computer interface (BCI) chip, known as the Link, into its ninth human participant. The achievement announced via Musk's social media platform X marks a pivotal advancement in company's mission to merge human cognition with digital technology. The procedure, notably the first instance of Neuralink performing two surgeries in a single day, underscores the company's growing efficiency and readiness for broader clinical applications. The Neuralink implant, a coin-sized device embedded in the brain, uses ultra-thin electrodes to record and transmit neural signals, enabling users to control external devices like computers or smartphones through thought alone. Now, I've seen some of this stuff. We've seen some of this stuff, and I think I saw something the other day where somebody, it was either today or yesterday, where somebody was using their mind to write their name across some technology. The initial focus is aiding individuals with severe paralysis, such as those with spinal cord injuries or neurodegenerative diseases like ALS, which is nuts because ALS doesn't have a lot of research behind it, which you think it would, to regain digital independence. First patient implanted January 2024 demonstrated the technology's potential by playing chess and video games using only their thoughts. That means that thoughts matter. Thoughts have action. Thoughts have power. Thoughts have a way of making themselves into the physical realm. And so that would be something spiritual. Your thoughts can move things. Your thoughts can write things. Your thoughts have words. They have words like a pencil. You write it down. That's what the Bible says. Take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. And your thought life, a healthy thought life, the way to fight off triggers and temptations, what is in here? Um, it says the first patient are all participants, including the eighth and ninth, are reportedly recovering well and showing promising early results. Musk's vision for Neuralink extends far beyond medical applications. He envisions a future where the technology could bridge the gap between humans and artificial intelligence, concepts he likens to the Matrix. As AI becomes smarter and more autonomous, he believes humans may fall behind unless they integrate with it. Musk has stated, emphasizing the need for humans to keep pace with AI advancements. That's a little weird. Neuralink's long-term goals include enabling immersive digital experience, enhancing memory, and even facilitating brain-to-brain communication, potentially transforming how humans interact with technology and each other. The company's recent progress follows the FDA approval of 2023 to conduct human trials, with Neuralink now planning to expand its trials to 20 to 30 participants by the end of 2025. Beyond aiding paralysis, Neuralink is exploring applications such as restoring speech for stroke victims, vision for the blind, and even futuristic possibilities of sharing or transferring memories and skills. Now, that right there that gets a little unethical for sure. That definitely, that's where we're starting to bridge the gap between, we're crossing boundaries, right? Because just think about, like, if somebody passes away, this great mind that passed away early, you're able to upload their thoughts into your mind, and all of a sudden you become proficient in a new skill. Something out of the Matrix, where Trinity or Neo or uh, I can't think of his name, Lawrence Fishburne, who he plays, Morpheus, or whomever, they call the operator and they tell the operator, I need to learn how to do this. And then the operator will, and you'll see all the code come down, and then they're uploaded right into them. And like Trinity knows how to fly an Apache helicopter, this model helicopter, or knows how to do this specific kind of martial arts, stuff like that. Um, However, Neuralink's journey, the dream of the real-world Matrix may not be too distant. The company hints as each successful implant pushes the boundary of the PCI technology. Yeah, I agree. However, Neuralink's journey has not been without challenges. The company has faced scrutiny over its safety protocols, including fines for violating the U.S. Department of Transportation regulations related to hazardous material transport. Additionally, earlier trials have encountered issues such as electrode threads detaching from the first patient. Sorry, this is a floss. Um, Though Neuralink engineers have since made its adjustments, to improve functionality. Despite these hurdles, the company's valuation has soared over 9 billion, bolstered by 650 million in Series E funding in 2025, supporters by investors like ARK Invest and Founders Fund. Neuralink's advancements signal a bold step toward a future where human cognition and technology converge, echoing Musk's ambitious vision. As the company continues to refine its technology and expand its trials, the world watches closely to see how close Neuralink can come to bringing a Matrix like reality to life. All that to say, something on Netflix. It was really, really good. The show was, it was super sci-fi, and it was where people up. I've talked about this before. People uploaded their consciousness, and then if they did some kind of crime or whatever, they would be frozen. Or if somebody died, they would have their, like, a daughter died and she had her consciousness uploaded, and then it was in a car accident, and so the parents could purchase sleeves, which were actual, like, humans, sleeved out, like whatever body parts you wanted or whatever, but like they had to choose from what was available. And their daughter was uploaded to like a grown woman or something like that, and she was only a child, so she had a child's brain in a grown woman's body, but they were able to have their daughter in a way, right? Because their consciousness was there, the inside, the internal thought, the mind, the spirit was there, in that person, just in a new body. And so then people could upload their consciousness and technically live forever through sleeves. And if you were rich, you could buy even better sleeves of whatever kind of body parts you wanted and how you wanted them to look and what color skin you wanted to look. It was pretty much just shape whatever, upload consciousness to that thing, and now you're in this body, right? Um, that's what I think. Like in the Matrix type of style stuff like that, like you're trying to upload your consciousness, or like be able to transfer memories and skills to somebody else. Yeah, that's, we're crossing we're crossing immoral and unethical boundaries at that point, and it's, can't do it. So I've talked about this plenty of times. There are great opportunities for these things to help, to maybe even restore, to stop ALS, to maybe stop the brain from being neurodegenerative, and to bring back function, and to stop atrophy, or to bring back function to the hands and the feet and whatever, right? Because ALS is nerve damage, and it's when nerve damage happens, like my pinky, when I had to go get my pinky looked at recently, because my pinky will just move like this. Sometimes it barely move or whatever, like I'm moving it. So it feels really stressed out, and sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes I'm looking at it, sometimes I'm just hyper fixated on it. But like a twitch or a movement is like that, right? It's just like, and I don't know why, but because of me probably working, ulnar nerve issues, I had an EMG done to test my nerves to make sure my nerves were good, and that's a neurodegenerative disease, because at some point, if my nerves are good, and so I don't have anything like that, but that would be where the mind is not able to stop the signals here or to communicate, and the nerves end up dying, and that's where we start to see stuff like this. They start to, like, they can't use their hands anymore. It starts to shrink, their muscles start to atrophy, weakness starts to happen, stuff like that, and it happens all over the body, and ALS is terminal. And so if you could fix that with the brain and somehow get movement back into the body, which is a movement disorder of sorts, they could move, they could do something, and they could start to break out of this and build neural links to these spots of their body, because the brain is not dying. Dude, that's awesome. Like, that's amazing. That is amazing. And then you're trying to pass, memories and skills over to somebody. Then we're at an impasse. We're like, okay, hold on, man. Like, what? Where does that? And then what's the next jump and the next red tape we're crossing? So, yeah, I don't know. I love what they're doing, because the brain neurodegenerative diseases are terrifying in my estimation. Because I've just gone through this whole past month, and my balance is better now, and I don't have any issues. I mean, I still have sometimes where my pinky wants to twitch, it just wants to move, and then it doesn't, and then it's like, if I position I think it's all positional, and anyways, my mind still fixates on it too much, and it's like, there's no loss of weakness, there's no loss of function, there's no, I mean, like, it's just like irritated, and so I have to do some stretches here and whatnot. It always feels like it wants to be like flexed, and yeah, or popped. Yeah. Anyways, all that to say, guys, I I talked about this. I knew this was going to happen, and pushing the boundaries of where you could go, stuff like this is the same thing with CRISPR. CRISPR being able to fix issues, or fix fatal issues where it could lead to neuromuscular damage because of some protein that doesn't happen or something that your body's trying to fight or autoimmune diseases or whatever. Then it's like, well, what else can we do? We can make designer babies, make superhumans, make, and it's like, whoa, what are we doing? And it's like, oh man, like it's this push to be immortal in some way. Um, and the idea of wanting to live forever is in essence of a human. It's like, yeah, we don't want to die. Nobody wants to die. Living forever would sound great. Um, but when I think about humans doing, I think about corruption and darkness and satanic stuff and all what, and just it's us trying to play God. It's us acknowledging that God is real. We don't want God's standard. We want our own. We'd rather do it. We'd rather do it and not serve than to do it the right way. And he's the only one that can do it the right way in the first place. So, anyways, guys, that is the video. I was hoping this thing was still on. Whew. If you like the video, be sure to like the video. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Continue to pray for me as I continue to heal. I've been having a couple of workouts lately. They've been great. I'm sore. I'm achy. Pray for my twitching that it would go down even more. It has, and it continue to will be. And stuff like that. My pinky, my ulnar, my wrist. I have some carpal tunnel in here as well. That's probably contributing to this inflammation as well. But just overall, peace in my mind, peace in my heart about everything that's been happening because it really did take a toll on me. And I can't stress enough how dark of a time that it was. And it was just a month and a half, and I'm still just working myself out of it. But I'm in a way better place than I was just weeks ago. So love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.